was the other. Funny enough, there is Sergio Perez and there is Pierre Gasly. So I think that's why they were so intrigued. So obviously George starting here on the soft tyre, and alongside him, or just in front, is Perez on the medium. Now the start that George gets is so much better. Straight away gets past Sergio Perez and then streams past Gasly to his right-hand side as well. Nips in behind Piastri, who then tucks to the inside of Hulkenberg, and then George sends it around the outside of Hulkenberg, and this is where he starts to become unstuck. He runs out of road, fears that Hulkenberg's going to come over and squeeze him a little bit too much, and decides to take to the runoff area. He does it by the book. He goes past the 2 cones and comes back onto the circuit. Squeezes just behind the Haas driver. He then tucks into the slipstream again, and then dives down the inside of turn 4, or mid-corner of turn 4, and gets a great run there. And then he even tries, remember when he went off on the outlap? He went off the track on the outside of turn 5? Well, he actually ended up in a similar position, gave it a go around the outside on Fernando Alonso. This time didn't go into the gravel. This is where he remains, though, for the rest of that lap. But a great opening lap. Now, in comparison, look at what happened to Sergio Perez. On those medium tyres, a terrible getaway amongst the sea of soft tyre runners. And I just wonder, in hindsight, was that the right thing for Red Bull to have done with Sergio Perez's strategy? Obviously, we can look back now and say, yeah, you know, I think it didn't work out for him. But the soft tyres went much better at the start of the race than the first couple of laps, and we ever thought they would. Now, in contrast to what happened to George, you can see George going around the outside here of the Haas. Now we've got the Alpine on the right, and then Zhou Guanyu joins in the party on the outside, and we get completely squeezed between those two. It gets oh so tight. I still wonder if there's contact on the left front there for Perez, but you can see what a difference it was to that start of George Russell. You can see Russell actually in the distance up here, making that move in turn 4, whilst Perez is stuck in the dirty air behind the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo. So yeah, very different outcome at the start there for those two. But George was completely on the attack. Probably helped a little bit as well by the fact he was on the soft tyres. Perez, I think, was hindered by that at the start there. So interesting stuff, and maybe that's where the podium just slipped away for him today. Back to you, Natalie.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, Ant. Tenacious, skillful. Nothing wrong with the way he approached that. What did you make of it all?
No, he definitely maximized the opportunities. I mean, really aggressive, great start. And then turn 1, yeah, I mean, it's almost like he had planned to go that way, you know. As soon as there's a little bit of a squeeze, I'm going to